So he likes to hang out in this little cage here. We've had it in our living room here for about a month because when we went out of town, it was kind of like his safety place to go to when the pet sitter was here. And we just haven't put it away yet. But I think he's enjoying it more than we are. Well, he also got himself a new toy, as you see. That has become his favorite little chew toy. A lot of changes this past month. It's been a while since I've been on. Well, I've been on for a little bit, but not as often as I was because I've been super busy. But I'm hoping things start getting more scheduled out or more organized here soon, so I can start posting more often. Keeps going right above our neighborhood. Not sure what's going on. When I see that helicopter, it reminds me of my buddy Hayden, who is a helicopter pilot for DWP. And he's always sending me some cool pictures from inside the helicopter. And yeah, that's just one of the many fascinating people I've met through running. A helicopter pilot. It's been a while since I gave you an update on how things are going since I quit my job. And so in this video, we're gonna go over the numbers, how things are going, and just give a general update of yeah, how life is gone now that I'm a full-time entrepreneur. And yeah, so let's head on over and check it and see, what am I saying here? Let's dive into the numbers, shall we? So one thing I gotta start doing is just putting videos together and putting them out there and not thinking too much about it. I really miss putting out like a video every other day. That was fun to me. I really enjoyed it. But I think I've been too much in my head in regards to that. That's one of the things that's been going on with me this past month. So I'm being too much in my head. Like right now, I got this shadow in the sun on my face and it's bothering me. Let me go this way. I don't know if that's any better. But anyways, I'm just riffing here. Yeah, I just want to just not think so much about it. Just put stuff out there and just have fun with it. You know, I'm thinking too much, I think. I'm too much in here, just thinking too much. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's another thing. Anthony, your videos don't have to be perfect. Just put them out and let your supporters be the judges. Let them enjoy it. My wife and kids are home. Yeah, you know, I've learned a lot that it's more than money. Because a lot of people may be wondering, okay, how much money are you making? What are you monetarily, how are you doing? But I've learned that it is more than money, and I will tell you more about that here in a little bit. But first, let's go into my analytics of like Instagram, YouTube, and then we'll talk about some other things. But first, let's get the Instagram, because you know, that's my favorite social media platform, that and YouTube. So we're gonna just go into those two things. So since I quit my job, I'm guiding this from April 1st. It was actually a few days before that, but April 1st, I just think that's a good timeline to start from. And so, yeah, I've gained 148 followers in 4 months. I think that's pretty good. I mean, that's an average of 3 followers per post. I'm getting an average of 1 per day, and daily posts are, this is 0.39. See, I use a program called MetroCool, and that's what I use for my business as I manage my my clients. But as you see, it has a lot of info. So one of the things is daily posts, 0.39. So I'm getting an average of 2.7 posts per week. I really need to improve that. One of the big things about growing your social media platforms is consistency. And as you see, 3 posts a week to me is not consistent. They say 2 to 3 times a day is the best. I mean, but who really has time to do 2 or 3 times a day? But I want to learn. I want to start getting out at least 1 a day, and I need to learn, as I mentioned earlier, to get rid of perfection. Just get out what I can, and don't worry about so much. Because I think that's a lot that's holding me back with the consistency of putting out not only my YouTube videos but my Instagram posts. So I'm hoping in the next update next month I will have that number up. Surpassed 1,000 mark, which I've been trying to do for a while. It probably wouldn't have happened as fast if I would not have quit my job. Okay, let's head on over to YouTube and see how that's going so far. So as of today, I'm at 725 loyal supporters, and I appreciate that. I've gained 190 since quitting my job, so that's almost 200. That's not bad. That's compared to the few months prior, that is a 222% increase. So that's I think that's I've been definitely more consistent on YouTube since I quit my job. I mean, when I was working, you know how it is. When you're working all day, it's so hard to get a post out consistently, and that's the same thing with I'm talking about Instagram or any social media. It's the more consistent you are, the faster you're going to grow. I think that's like one of the number 1 rules of social media growth: consistency, folks. So that's going well. And another major thing is my channel has surpassed the 4,000 hours of watch time, which is fantastic. That is just one of the areas that you need to be monetized here on YouTube. The other one is 1,000 subscribers, which I like to call them loyal supporters. So as I've said, 725 supporters here. Yeah, so I got about 175 or 275 to go, which it'll happen in time. And when I finally do get this channel monetized, I'm not going to be making a bunch of money. That's for sure. I think it's just more of a milestone thing. Just to say, okay, finally met that, and then next I'll go to the next goal. To me, it's all about reaching milestone goals to kind of push yourself towards to keep being consistent, putting out content, and connecting with the community. And another update is I am now going live every Monday about 10 a.m. I think that's what the time's going to be. Well, I'm going to be talking about my current training plans and just having a chat, trying to connect with the community, trying to hang out with you guys. That's really what I want to do. I just want to get better at being at live streams. So there's a lot of different reasons why I'm doing that, but the main thing is to connect with you guys. So that's every Monday, 10 a.m. If you could stop by, that'd be great, or if you could watch the replay, that'd be great also. Next is my business. How is that going? Pretty well. So I'm going to say I started that officially, I want to say in May is when I really started the process of that. So it's been 3 months, and I may have said in a previous video that my wife told me, you know what, let's give it 6 months. If you're making at least $1,000, then that $1,000 per month, then that means it's something worth going towards. And that's, she kind of gave me that little milestone. Again, I'm going back to milestones. $1,000 of income a month, which isn't much. Actually, it might be a lot to most people, but way less than what I was making when I was working with the city. But yeah, so I've actually surpassed that. I am actually making more than the $1,000 of that goal that she gave me. And I have a few clients, and I have a lot of projects coming my way, and a lot of what even better is more than money and all that stuff is opportunities. I'm having more opportunities now than I would have if I would have stayed at that previous job that I had. So like Badwater, I probably wouldn't be able to go to Badwater if I still had that job. I'd have to ask for time off and ask for their permission and all that stuff. No, the opportunities is I'm my own boss. I got to do what I want. In regards to my clients, I have to, of course, I got to pump out stuff for them a little quicker, but it's on my time. I mean, it's my decision. I don't have to wait for anybody to give me approval, which I think is a big plus. Those things would not be possible if I did not take that leap. But another thing, and this happened to me yesterday, and this is goes on with the theme of more than money. Taking that leap, there's things that's going to happen to you if you decide to do that yourself. Has happened to me. That thing I would not have experienced if I would have took that leap. And that is, I was at a shoot yesterday for one of my clients, because I put out posts for them weekly, so I got to go shoot the footage for some of them. And I was at on one of the clients, their employee was incarcerated for 30 years, or he was sentenced to 30 years. And this isn't, I mean, he told me that he's okay with talking about this. Yeah, but he was incarcerated for 30 years for a mistake he made in his younger life. But he was able to, he told me the story of when he was released. He did 25 years, he found a religion, and that led to him kind of cleaning up his act. After 25 years of being in prison, or 20 years, I mean, he was still kind of messing around in prison, not doing the things not being his full, not being the person he wanted to be. So after years, he finally got that wake-up call and decided to follow the path of religion, and that led to him being released. And now he works at this organization. He has a wife, he has kids, he's living a beautiful life. He's just a great person, and he likes to talk about like the things he's about what he went through, how he got out of prison, changed his life. And we actually, because when I was at the shoot, it's kind of like a slow day for them, so it gave us opportunity to talk for a long time and really go into depth about what he experienced. And it was just so inspiring. I would not have been able to have that experience if I would have stayed at my job. I mean, it wouldn't have led to me having that client to film, to help out, and I wouldn't have seen that story or heard that story. I mean, I may have, but it's those kind of things that are happening to me now that I'm incredibly grateful for, and that I would not have had if I would have stayed at that previous job. So like I said, yeah, quitting your job that is comfortable, that has the benefits and the pay, is not easy. It's still not easy for me. There's still days that I dream about it, like, oh my gosh, what did I do? But those kind of experiences is what in my heart says, okay, you made the right decision. And I fully believe that if you do good, the universe will come back at you. And it's just like, and it's happened for me for the past few years. And I'll probably make a video about that, about how I kind of put myself on a path that I led with my heart, and good things just naturally come. And you look back and go, oh my gosh, how did that happen? Or you're just so grateful for it. So that's one of those opportunities of being able to speak to that person and hear his story and just be so inspired. And I'm really excited to see where it goes with him. I would like to see, I mean, I mentioned, hey, maybe you should start doing, talking to other groups, or going to prisons and talking about your story, because it's really inspiring. And so, yeah, that's that. I don't want to ramble on too long. Let's see, how long have I been recording here? This has been going on for, going on for a minute. I don't know the exact time. But anyways, that's that. That's my 4-month update since I quit my job, since I made that leap. If you need any advice, if you want to continue following me on my journey, or if you need any advice and maybe doing it yourself, reach out to me. Leave a comment below. And while you're down there, please hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. As you know, I'm trying to get to that 1,000 supporter mark, and then go on to my next milestone. So please hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And I am Anthony, reminding you to keep running for your best life.